I want you to ask yourself, what's the best advice a friend has ever given you? Like the best advice you've ever gotten from a friend. Now I want you to think, if you had the chance to ask the Lord for advice, what do you think he would say? What advice would he give you? Part of this week's study is D&C 23, and in this short section, we get 5 revelations to 5 friends. So let's see what we learn. I'm Art, and this is So What? D&C 23 is only 7 verses long, not long at all, but it's full of awesome one-liners that you can read as if the Lord was giving you life advice, just like he was doing to these 5 friends: Oliver Cowdery, Hiram Smith, Samuel Smith, Joseph Smith Sr., Joseph Smith's dad, and Joseph Knight Sr. What I want to invite you to do is I want you to pick out a phrase or a sentence from this section, some sort of scriptural gem that you find that really sticks out to you. And I want you to make it your motto for the week.
What's the motto?
Nothing. What's the matter with you?
You can put it as your phone's wallpaper, you can pin it on your fridge, you can write it on your mirror. Whatever you do, I want you to put it somewhere that you're gonna see it all week long. Now, the one that stuck out to me this week is in verse 6. This is the section to Joseph Knight Sr., and it says, "Behold, I manifest unto you, Joseph Knight, by these words," and here's the part that stuck out to me, "that you must take up your cross." That you must take up your cross. What does it mean to take up your cross? Well, let's think about it for a second. When we hear the Lord talking about a cross, we know that he's talking about his atonement. And the Lord's atonement was the hardest thing he had to endure here in his life. So in essence, what he's telling Joseph Knight Sr. and all of us is, hey, I expect you to do hard things. And you can do hard things. I know you can. All right, so what? What does this mean for you? Well, I don't know about you, but I find myself constantly saying, "Ugh, I don't think I could do that. That's too hard. I just don't get it." I remember in high school being like, I don't get math, or I don't get French, or I don't get Spanish, or I don't get chemistry. Or sometimes you might even be like, I don't get, my life is too hard. I just can't understand it. I don't know where I belong. When you're asked to do something hard and you think that that cross is just too heavy for you, what you might want to look at is the follow-up advice in verse 6 that he gives to Joseph Knight Sr. Let's read that. He says, "Behold, I manifest unto you, Joseph Knight Sr., by these words, that you must take up your cross, in the which you must pray vocally, before the world as well as in secret, and in your family and among your friends, and in all places." You can do hard things, especially when you ask the Lord for help in prayer. Listen to what Elder Richard G. Scott said about doing hard things.
Just when all seems to be going right, challenges often come in multiple doses, simultaneously applied. When those trials are not consequences of your own disobedience, they're evidence that the Lord feels you're prepared to grow more. Therefore, he gives you experiences that stimulate growth, understanding, and compassion, which polish you for your everlasting benefit. To get you from where you are to where he wants you to be requires a lot of stretching, and that generally entails discomfort and pain.
Tiny heart. Check you next time.